Guys, I get so excited about this, but this works for everybody, regardless of what you sell. I'm making $10,000 a month because What's up, y'all? It is your girl, Sarah from Sarah Styles here. I'm projected to make 6 figures this year reselling, and I work under 15 hours a week doing reselling duties. In today's video, I am going to give you guys 3 tips on things that I have done to make this possible, as well as the biggest misconception that I hear out there on part-time sellers and how to make this work and make this money for you guys. And one bonus tip at the very end on something that has worked like a charm for me to make this money and lower my time working. So let's get into it. For full transparency, I'm going to start with showing you guys this chart right here. This is my March numbers. You can see $8,823. This is what I made in March. If you multiply that by 12, you're going to get $106,000 roughly, right? So I am projected to make over 6 figures as a reseller, and I am a full-time mom. I work under 15 hours in my reselling duties. I spend about 30 minutes a day shipping. I spend roughly 3 to 4 hours a week taking photos, and then I spend roughly 2 to 4 hours either sourcing for the week or doing sourcing type activities, whether it's cleaning items, putting away pallets, whatever it is. So under 15 hours doing reselling activities. That does not include my social media. So I do YouTube obviously as well. You guys are watching me, but under 15 hours a week doing reselling activities. I do have a VA. You notice I didn't mention that I have a lister. So I do have a VA who lists for me. It does come out of my profits. I will link a video up here. I do have full transparency. We are talking gross numbers now, but I share my net numbers with you as well because it matters. I pay a lister, that comes out of my profits, right? So I will link the video up here. I do a monthly video on what my gross is compared to my net. Now, I'm going to start with the biggest misconception that I hear, and then we will get into the 3 tips. The biggest misconception that I hear is that if you are part-time, you don't need to pay attention to your numbers and you don't need to track your data. That's simply not true. It's almost more important. If you want to spend less time, you need to know what your time is worth. Otherwise, you're just running around like with a chicken with your head cut off, and not actually spending time wisely. I would say it is more important if you are a part-time seller. I think everyone should track and manage their numbers, but as a part-time seller, you need to know what activities you need to be doing. Quit wasting your time doing things that are not working, and you don't know that unless you fully, truly understand your numbers. And not only that, you still have to do it for taxes. Whether you make $100 or $100,000, you still have to claim all of your revenue. And coming next year, anything over $600, they will be sending a 1099 to the IRS. So if you were not claiming before, they're sending it now. So you need to track and manage your data to know this. All right, now let's get into the 3 tips. It's going to start with numbers, and the 2 most important numbers and the 2 most important things that I track and manage are your sell-through rate and your average sale price. Your sell-through rate is going to be how many items you're selling out of how many items that you have on hand. If you're selling a lot of one type of category because you simply have a lot of it, it also means that you probably have a lot of stale inventory. Unless you know how much is selling out of how much you have, you don't actually know how well you are doing. And then you need to know how much your items are selling for on average. On average, are you selling items for $10? Are you selling items for $100? How are these items performing for you? There's not necessarily a right answer to this, and a higher average sale price doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing better, but until you understand these numbers, you're not able to figure out where to go, how you're actually doing, and where to spend your time. Tip number 2, set a goal and work backwards with the goal. I base everything that I do on this right here. It is the golden formula for resellers. I have lots of videos on it. I will link some of them up above and at the end as well on how to use this. I also have courses that go really in depth into it. But once you understand your average sale price and you understand your sell-through rate, you can use this golden formula to make the money that you want to make, right? So think about math. You have your gross revenue is on one side. This is how much money you want to make. And you have your sell-through rate, your average sale price, and your active listings on this side. If you want to increase this one, you just increase some of these. But if you don't understand what your average sale price is, what your sell-through rate, you can't work on that, and you can't spend time working on, hey, I have this brand has a really high sell-through rate. I'm going to pick up more of this brand. And then now look, my gross revenue is increasing. If you guys are like, oh, Sarah, you're hurting my head. It's too much math. Don't worry. I have tools and analytics that help you. All right. So this is the Sarah Style Sales and Trends dashboard. You guys don't have to figure out all of these numbers on your own. I have made tools. It's a one-time low cost. You have access to this and you can keep it forever and ever and have all of these numbers and information. So the golden formula for resellers, Sarah, I don't want to do that math. This does it for you. You say, hey, this is how much money I want to make. I want to make $9,000 next month. What do I need to do based off of my sell-through rate, based off of the items that I find, based off of how much I'm selling? What do I need to do? It comes through here and it tells you exactly how many items that you need to sell, what your average sale price needs to be, and what your active listing needs to be. And you can scroll up and you have a goal. It says, hey, I'm 80. We're looking at March. I am filming this in April. You guys probably won't see it for at least a month because I am a mom of 3 and it takes me time to upload and to edit and everything. But hey, Sarah, you're 88% to your goal this month. What can I do? Okay, let me go run a sale real quick. Let me send out some offers. Let me get that motivation behind it. And that is tip number 3. Once you understand your numbers, you can set a goal and then work backwards from that goal. The simulator is telling me, okay, I need to sell 248 items and get my average sale price to $36. I can then come in here and look at my actual data, brands that I am sourcing, things that I have actual access to, and say, okay, what brands are selling for me above at this $36 price range? Cool. I'm going to continue to pick up Columbia. Oh, that's 32. That's 33. Let's move over here. $44 hookah. I see these all the time. I don't pick them up because I never know how they're actually performing for me. They're selling on average for $44. And a 50% sell-through rate. 50% of the shoes of these that I have bought in the past month have sold. That is killer. Guys, I get so excited about this because it's in the numbers and it doesn't matter. I sell women's clothing, shoes, and purses. But this works for everybody, regardless of what you sell. If you understand your numbers and you understand your data, you can spend your time wisely. I'm making $10,000 a month because I follow my data. Before we get into the bonus tip that has worked like a charm for me and really made sure that I have increased and continue to increase my gross revenue, if you guys want to learn foolproof ways, these are ways that are working for everyone, make sure to hit that subscribe button, save this video for future reference so you can come back and say, okay, what does sell-through rate mean again? What does average sale price mean? Make sure to share it with your friends that also want to make money. Have those conversations. All right, now for the bonus tip, right? Set that goal, right? We talked about it. Know these numbers, set that goal, but then be intentional with your sourcing. Keep that in mind. Hey, the simulator is telling me I need to source things. I need to be selling things at $35 an average sale price. I am not buying anything unless it is going to get me that $35 average sale price. If you guys liked this video, YouTube thinks you're also going to like this video. I will link the playlist for more analytical reseller tips here as well. And then do make sure to save this for future reference as well as subscribe.